Random House Audio presents The Icarus Deception by Seth Godin. Read by the author. How long are you going to wait? They told you to get your resume in order, to punch your ticket, to fit in, and to follow instructions. They told you to swallow your pride, not to follow your dream. They promised trinkets and prizes and possibly riches if you would just suck it up and be part of the system. If you would merely do what you were told and conform. They sold you debt and self-storage and reality TV shows. They sold your daughters and sons, too. All in exchange for what would happen later when it was your turn. It's your turn. You are not your career. Your ability to follow instructions is not the secret to your success. You are hiding your best work, your best insight, and your best self from us every day. We know how much you care, and it's a shame that the system works overtime to push you away from the people and the projects you care about. The world does not owe you a living, but just when you needed it, it has opened the door for you to make a difference. It's too bad that so much time has been wasted, but it would be unforgivable to wait any longer. You have the ability to contribute so much. We need you now. Does anyone have any suggestions? We've all heard this request at the end of a meeting. Sometimes the moderator even means it. Sometimes the moderator, the boss, the person with a problem, actually wants to know if the group has an untried concept or an insight to share. And the response is always the same. Silence. Sidelong glances, perhaps some shuffling of papers, but still silence. Really? All these highly trained, well-paid, and respected people in a room, and not one person has something to contribute? I doubt it. Stick around for a few minutes, and if the moderator has earned any trust at all, someone speaks up. And if that person isn't summarily executed, someone else speaks up, and then more people, until finally the room is filled with energy, a buzz that you can feel. Finally, we're permitted to be human, to end the silence, to share our best work. Amazingly, everyone in the room is capable of seeing and analyzing and solving. Everyone in the room is capable of passion. Everyone in the room can care enough to do something, if they can overthrow the self-induced, systematically amplified censor that keeps them in line. Why didn't anyone speak up earlier? Why did we have to wait until the meeting was over? Where does the strained silence come from? This isn't a program for other people. This is a program for you. It's a program for anyone who has been overlooked or brainwashed or seduced into being invisible. A revolution is here, our revolution, and it is shining a light on what we've known deep down for a long time. You are capable of making a difference, of being bold, and of changing more than you are willing to admit. You are capable of making art. Green eggs and ham. This might not work. This program might not hit its mark, or it might not be direct enough, or it might be too direct. I've gone outside my comfort zone in writing and recording it, and I'm hoping you'll go out of your comfort zone in listening to it. I'm trying to help you see something that's all around, but something that you may have missed, something you may be intentionally ignoring. I'm working to get more people to taste something they haven't wanted to taste, to experience a different way of working and thinking about the work we do. It's so tempting for me to smooth out the edges, to make this work safe and obvious and comforting. I wish I could make the program easy and guaranteed and reach everyone I want to reach. I can't do that, though. This revolution is too important to allow me to water down this project. Thank you for letting me take the risk of writing and recording this program. And thank you for taking the risk in giving it a try. Catching the wily fox. Build an 8-foot-long wooden fence in the forest. Lay out some bait and then go away for a week. The fox is too crafty to be caught in a simple trap, and he will smell you and avoid the fence for days. But eventually, he'll come and eat the bait. At the end of the week, build a second length of fence at a right angle to the first. Leave more bait. The fox will avoid the fence again for a few days, then take the bait. At the end of the second week, build a third wall and a gate. Leave more bait. When you come back at the end of a month, the fox will be happily prancing in his safe enclosure, and all you have to do is close the gate. The fox is trapped. This, of course, is what happened to us. The industrial age built the trap we're mired in, but it didn't build the trap all at once. That took centuries to perfect. And we were seduced by the bait of decent pay and plenty of prizes, seduced by the apparent security of the enclosure. And once the gate was shut, we were kept in by the threat of shame, the amplification of risk, and society's reliance on more and shinier prizes. For us, though, the situation is even more poignant than it is for the fox. As the industrial age has faded away and been replaced by the connection economy, the wide-open reality of our new economic revolution, the fence has been dismantled. It's gone. But most of us have no idea that we're no longer fenced in. We've been so thoroughly brainwashed and intimidated and socialized that we stay huddled together, waiting for instructions, when we have the first, best, and once-in-a-lifetime chance to do something extraordinary instead. This program revolves around a simple assumption on my part, that you know how to be human and how to make art. We don't need to be taught to make art, but sometimes we need permission to do so. Following instructions is overrated. Part 0. Art, the Comfort Zone, and the Chance of a Lifetime. Why make art? Because you must. The new connected economy demands it, and it will reward you for nothing else. Because you can. Art is what it is to be human. The Icarus Deception. Just south of the Greek island of Samos lies the Icarian Sea. Legend has it that this is where Icarus died, a victim of his hubris. His father, Daedalus, was a master craftsman. Banished to prison for sabotaging the work of King Minos, captor of the Minotaur, Daedalus created a brilliant escape plot described in the myth that we were told as children. He fashioned a set of wings for himself and his son. After affixing them with wax, they set out to escape. Daedalus warned Icarus not to fly too close to the sun. Entranced by his magical ability to fly, Icarus disobeyed and flew too high. We all know what happened next. The wax melted, and Icarus, the beloved son, lost his wings, tumbled into the sea, and died. The lesson of this myth: don't disobey the king. Don't disobey your dad. Don't imagine that you're better than you are. And most of all, don't ever believe that you have the ability to do what a god might do. The part of the myth you weren't told: in addition to telling Icarus not to fly too high, Daedalus also instructed his son not to fly too low, too close to the sea, because the water would ruin the lift in his wings. Society has altered the myth, encouraging us to forget the part about the sea, and created a culture where we constantly remind each other about the dangers of standing up, standing out, and making a ruckus. Industrialists have made hubris a cardinal sin, but conveniently ignored
Sample complete. Ready to continue?